Warriors NRL Fanatics here, back today with a video, and I'm going to get into my NRL Grand Final tip and preview for this huge game this Sunday evening. It is the South Sydney Rabbitohs versus the Penrith Panthers, and it's at Suncorp Stadium in Brisbane. What I'm going to do is go through the team list for both, any ins and outs, as well as key players / matchups, and a betting prices and a Clive Churchill medal, as well as an anytime try scorer and a score prediction towards the end of this preview. So, for the Penrith Panthers, ins here, Charlie Staines, Jermaine Hopgood, Mitch Kenny and Moses Leota. For the Rabbitohs, Braden Burns, Jed Cartwright and Tane Mill. And a huge out for the Panthers, massive out, Tavita Pangai Jr. has been ruled out due to injury. Going through the Penrith Panthers lineup here now, Dylan Edwards is the fullback, on the wing is Stephen Crichton, and in the centres is Paul Malmorowski and Matt Burton. The winger is Brian To'o, and in the halves is Jerome Luai and Nathan Cleary. In the other prop position is Moses Leota and Episode Coruscant's the hooker. James Fisher-Harris in the other prop position, and in the second row is Viliami Kikau and Kurt Capewell, and the lock is Isaiah Yeo. Onto the bench for the Panthers, Tyrone May, Scott Sorensen, Spencer Lenu and Liam Martin. And the reserves are Brent Naden, Mitch Kenny, Jermaine Hopgood and Charlie Staines. Onto the South Sydney Rabbitohs lineup, Blake Tarfay is at fullback, Alex Johnston is on the wing, and in the centres is Dane Gagai and Campbell Graham. And Jackson Paulo is on the other wing, and in the halves is Cody Walker and Adam Reynolds. Mark Nichols is the prop, and Damien Cook is the hooker. Tavita Totola takes up the other prop position, and Keon Koa Matangi is in the second row, with Jaden Sewer and Cameron Murray is the lock. Onto the bench is Benji Marshall, Jacob Host, Thomas Burgess and Jai Arrow. And the reserves are Tane Milne, Patrick Mago, Braden Burns and Jed Cartwright makes up the South Sydney Rabbitohs team. And the match officials for this one, Gerard Sutton is the leading referee, Grant Atkins is the senior review official, and the touch judges are Dave Munro and Todd Smith. So, moving on to the key matchups in terms of the huge battles on the field. For me, for the Penrith Panthers, you've got the likes of Matt Burton and Campbell Graham. The halves of Jerome Luai and Nathan Cleary versus Cody Walker and Adam Reynolds. That'll be a massive matchup. And the 4-pack as well, which will be huge, with James Fisher-Harris, the likes of Viliami Kikau, Isaiah Yeo, Cameron Murray, and also the hookers battle as well with Damien Cook and Episode Coruscant. And you've got the likes of Kurt Capewell as well, which will be huge in that forward pack role. Now for me, in terms of the bench, looking at the bench and who has the advantage, I have South Sydney just edging it in terms of the bench, with the likes of Benji Marshall coming on, Thomas Burgess and Jai Arrow, while Penrith's bench is pretty solid as well, with Tyrone May, Spencer Lenu and Liam Martin. So yeah, South Sydney for me just edge it in terms of the bench. As for the betting prices in this game, in terms of Sportsbet Australia, Penrith Panthers are playing $1.68. South Sydney Rabbitohs are paying $2.25. Now, in terms of an anytime try scorer in this game, I'm going to go with the likes of Dylan Edwards, Matt Burton, Alex Johnston, and Brian To'o, as well as Dane Gagai. And a score prediction for this one. Now, this is very, very hard. It's very difficult to call. It could go either way for both teams. It would not surprise me if South Sydney got up, but it also, the likes of Penrith, they will have that motivation from last year, obviously, with losing that grand final to Melbourne Storm. So they want to make sure they win it this year. For the Rabbitohs, they want to send off the likes of Wayne Bennett. They want to send the likes of possibly Benji's last game as well. So, and you've also got the likes of Adam Reynolds. They also want to send him off on a high. So there's a lot of motivation for both Penrith and the Rabbitohs. One for the Rabbitohs to win the Premiership for the first time since 2014, and for the Penrith Panthers to win a premiership for the first time since 2003. So both teams trying to break a premiership drought in this one. But I'm going to go with the Penrith Panthers to win 26 points to 16. I reckon Penrith will learn a lot from their Week 1 finals loss to South Sydney Rabbitohs. And also, they have played a few tough games lately. South Sydney have had an easier route with some of their games, and Penrith have had to grind out a few results. So I think that will give them a massive stead in this game. I think it'll give them a bit of a boost advantage because their defence in both their games they've won has been outstanding. So yeah, I'm going to go with the Panthers to win 26 points to 16. Clive Churchill medalist for this one. I'm going to go with Nathan Cleary to pick up the Clive Churchill medalist after he missed out on the Dally M's the other night. So I reckon Nathan Cleary to have a huge grand final against the South Sydney Rabbitohs. So yeah, that wraps up my NRL grand final tip and preview for the South Sydney Rabbitohs versus Penrith Panthers. Don't forget, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button down below. The channel's at 748 subscribers, so getting very close to 750, a couple away. So if you aren't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button down below. Also, don't forget to like the video as well, click the thumbs up on the video, and also don't forget to hit the bell so you don't miss a new video that I do each week. But yeah, thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.